Hey guys, Sunstreaker Wozza here, and welcome back to another Wednesday live stream where, yes, we're looking at the new bots, Beast Wars, Ironhide, and C-Clamp. So apologies for the sound at the beginning. One of my settings is a bit off. It was recording from not my microphone somewhere else, so I don't know what you heard on the beginning bit, but hey, I think it's all been fixed now from what I can see in the chat. So yeah, we're talking, like I said, about the new bots, putting them through the paces as we always do, giving my opinion on them. We also talk a bit about playtesting in general, and my views on it. And I've had a bit of a rant in playtesting again today, but I'll explain the reasons for it. And it is from a good place, and I'm sure the apes are a bit sick and tired of it by now. But hey, that's what life is being a content creator and a playtester, sadly. That's the way things go. So yeah, but obviously going to look at the newsletter as normal as well and discuss the event coming up with a chance to get these new bots. But before we do, let's say a few hellos in the chat. But before we do again, so I say a big thank you to all my members. There's a flood of members in the chat today. So yes, so Jason Shmereke, SG Soundwave, Bruticus, Grind Time, Chris Lewis, Righteous, Luke, and have I forgot anything? And then obviously we've got Soldier as well. But make sure obviously go and check out Grind Time and Soldier's channel as well, guys. Both uh, Earth Wars content creators, and also a Wolverine 27 is what I missed out. So yes, welcome to everyone who's a member. Thank you for being a member. And also, yes, we've also got SG Soundware, Bruce Cusson, Grind Time, and Chris Lewis in the chat. Stuck in Beta, Crusher 11, one of our mods, William Wilkinson, Risku. We've got Stay Puffed. How's it going? Windblade, Hammertail, Hot Rod 591, Action Whale, Fogster Bomb. How's it going, brother? Jason Rowley. I love some of the comments in the chat, which I'll talk about in a minute as well, by the way. It's quite amusing. Matt Poley, Garrett Jan, and Blurmus Prime, Irma Jones Anderson. Soldier is in the chat. Hey, how's it going? See, didn't see you sneaking in there, bud. Silbot94, another of our mods. Thank you, Sharks, as well, for posting the link. And yes, apologies again for the background noise, but it should be sorted now. Zab Reaper, and is there anyone else? Thundercracker and Joseph Trillo right at the end. How's it going, guys? So yeah, just reading through a few of the comments that I thought were quite amusing. There was a discussion on who would win in a battle against the I can't say it, the predicted council. Yeah, and obviously the Beast Wars bots. And yeah, it's pretty obvious that two bugs and a lobster ain't much against a elephant, a eagle, and a lion. So yeah, in that sort of sense, I agree. But then, who would win? Who would win? A 50-foot elephant or a 50-foot lobster? So we looked at it that way. I don't know. I think the lobster's got the edge maybe there. And yeah, what else is there? Talk about rescue bots. Matt Poley. I mean, suppose you got kids, then fair enough. Yeah, but we don't watch rescue bots. I just pretend that was never there. I pretend it never happened. But yeah. But yeah, look at the new bots. I mean, the newsletter, it took a bit of the magic away from doing content creating because you sort of get a good idea what the ability is going to be even before it happens. So, but yeah, it is what it is. We'll put it through its paces. You can see it really in action, and we can go from there. We've got C-Clamp as well. So for the Decepticons out there, yes, we'll be showing C-Clamp today. We finally, my chance of getting properly. But we've had loads of problems with the test account to the fact we've had to scrap the test account. I know what you're saying. Oh my god, a test account was gone. No, not in reality. All we've done is we've replaced the test account with my new current account and just gave it some more spark and more coins. So there is some 5-star bots that I had that I don't have anymore and a few other things. But yeah, I mean, we've still got a test account and it's still good working, but it still needs a bit of a work in progress, a bit of upgrading. And Bruce Custer's asked, is that merch? I see. Yeah, we've got the merch store up and running. So some people did ask if we can do a cap. They don't do caps, sadly. I know. So, yeah, no caps, I'm afraid. But yeah, I've still got some t-shirts, some hoodies, mouse mats, mugs, things like that in there. But yeah, I'd love to do a hat as well, but sadly not. Sadly not. I did look into it. And as you can see there, that we are doing some base rinsing again on Sunday. So sadly, if you've not put your base into the base rinsing section, you've missed the cutoff. But if you want to put it in for the next time we do some base rinsing, then after the video on Sunday, after the stream on Sunday, we'll be opening up the section of the server again. You can put your base in there, but make sure you come and check it on Sunday, because not just me, not just Grind Time, but Dale as well. So triple threat, which is the first time we've done it on the stream. But hey, we've got to try these things, and yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a bit of a laugh. It's a bit light-hearted. Some people get rinsed, and if you're a bit from America, don't know what rinse means. It's roasted. Same thing. So yeah, base roasting, base rinsing. So that's happening on Sunday. So make sure you come and tune in for that. Okay, let's have a look at the newsletter. Okay, and this weekend's event is Perfect Future. So take part in this weekend's Alliance Totalizer and win up to 150 Perfect Future Crystal, which is basically the normal chance crystal, basically. There's still some confusion about this sometimes, which I still don't understand. It's a chance event with Spark and Combat Spark, Combiner Spark as part of the Totalizer. So yeah, it's a chance event. Plain and simple. If you don't have a chance event, it is where have you been? Basically, you get a chance at winning the bot. No one is guaranteed it, so everyone has an equal chance, which is obviously everyone has an awful chance. So the normal battle points, and yes, it's a Combiner Spark, Combat Spark, Spark, and the Perfect Future Crystal to get either Beast Wars Ironhide or Sea Clamp. And then the chances of getting there, you have a 25% chance of dropping a either 100 character shards, 3-star or 4-star Beast Wars Ironhide or Sea Clamp. After Sunday, I'm going to actually show a nice little method of how you can cash in a load of shards. If you're not aware yet, in the weekend's event, don't cash in your shards for the 3-star, guys. It's not a glitch, it's not a hack, it's nothing like that. It's just a nice little thing that you can do to get loads of cores and loads of other shards. So yeah, if you get the 3-star weekend, don't open that crystal yet. And I'll do a little impromptu stream at weekend, I think, and show you guys how to do it. We've also got a 25% at 3-star shards, a 30% at 3-star shards, and 20% at premium shards. I don't know why I've done 20 and 30 and 25 others rather than 25 at each. But hey, I suppose it's better having 3-star shards than premium shards. And then yes, the upcoming characters are Beast Wars, Ironhide, and Sea Clamp. We'll skip through this because we're going to show them regardless in the showroom and stuff. And if you're interested, some of the playtesters have put their thoughts forwards. I'll explain why I'm not in there in a minute. We've also got the challenge battle, which we'll talk again about in a minute. We've had a game update about the Shannick shop update, which again we'll talk about in a minute. 1-star bots. There's going to be some more 1-star bots in the game, basically. The Golden Disc Power Core. So Golden Disc Power Core is simply for the new bots Optimal Optimus and Transmetal Megatron, which is basically like a Vector and is it a Rejuve? It basically gives your it's a coating, sorry, reflective coating. So it's basically like a mix of hotspot and Vector. So it also reflects damage back to the attackers, which is pretty decent. But on 0 health, you also go back in time a few seconds ago. So it all depends. If you can use him in some way to sort of sacrifice himself, then the Vector's going to be worthwhile. But if you send him in and the Vector goes about 3 seconds, then it's going to be about 3 seconds ago. He's not going to have much health. So Yeah, it all depends on the level of the core as well, but you know you need to level it to a really high standard to get the golden disc. But I am a bit disappointed really that it's only for Optimus and Transmetal Megatron. Not everyone has got those cores, so you know I'd like to see it more widely used personally. Maybe for bots that are maybe all Beast Wars bots, something like that. I don't know, but I think it needs to be more, you know, more widely used than just for those two bots. This weekend, Optimus and T2 Megatron will be in store, and each bundle includes some Spark. And then you've also got a Total Attack and Golden Lagoon bundles as well. We've got the community corner. So people have sent in their drawings and pictures. And then we are currently at the end of the saga. So the saga will be finishing soon. Oh, this is the next saga coming up. So the next saga will be a individual totalizer next weekend, triple XP, and Lions totalizer, individual totalizer with prestigious prime core shards, then a combat premium totalizer, then an individual totalizer, and then a leaderboard on the 1st of October. So be ready for that, guys. Big leaderboard event for the new bots coming up. Then quite a few bug fixes and improvements, and one of these was simply down to my own skill, which I'm sure you'll know which one it is in a minute. So Chromia and Felbat, they've been pushed another fix to fix Chromia and Felbat because they're still not fixed. But apparently this will sort it out. Fingers crossed. So with the tower that wasn't disappearing basically, and it's just hanging around for the entire battle, like almost zero health. And you couldn't target it, so it was just basically stunning your bots. You know, so yeah. Rhinox and Tarantulas. This is not a nerf. Basically, in playtesting, we said would we like an extra 2 damage or an extra 2 seconds or a bit of extra damage. We had a vote on it, and they said the 2 seconds. With the 2 seconds, you get more damage anyway. So we said 2 seconds. So, but what happened was the extra damage went on top of the 2 seconds, and both of them came out with the bot when it came out, rather than just either one, which we balanced. And so yeah, the damage has been taken away, and the 2 seconds is we've been just kept there, which it should have been. So it is a fix. I will stand by them for that. Yeah. Punch and Counter Punch, they fixed various issues. So Counter Punch basically was using his ability for like 8-9 seconds and then going invisible and immune for another 10 seconds. So it's like 20 seconds. So people putting high level combats on him and just basically soloing Zone 15 for a long time. But this has been fixed now. I've heard there's a bit of a bug with Slash where she was coming out of her ability earlier because of this fix. And I'm not too sure if it's fixed yet, but as soon as I know anything, I will let you guys know in my server. But yeah, just be wary of using Slash. And yes, Bumblebee and Scrapnel had a fix. I actually found this out myself. I was using Bumblebee in a war. Didn't think he was doing the damage that I thought he would. So I went to the tested it. He wasn't. So basically, he wasn't stunning for his duration. Instead of stunning for 11 seconds, he was stunning just for 8 seconds. So that stun has been extended to 11 seconds now, and he was only at 65 10, I think it is. 65, 11, ability 11, he was doing fine, no problem. But at 1 to 10, he wasn't doing enough. So at 65-10, he was doing 2,500 damage. He's now doing about 3,300 damage. So that's an extra 800 damage for Bumblebee. So yeah, a great addition to him. And then Hoist, and Crankcase are now available in Prems. And that is the newsletter. But we'll go back to a couple of these things that we can talk about a bit in detail. So, talking about sort of playtest and playtesters' thoughts. I've sort of put a post in the chat today saying that I'm going to sort of take a back step in sort of balancing these 4-star bots, because I feel like the way that I think the game should go and the way that the apes think the game should go is two totally different things, and this has sort of hit home for me over time, and I've got sort of quite worked up with it and quite annoyed by it, to be perfectly honest with you. Because the way I see most games going is that the meta is here. That is the meta. And then you bring out new bots, and the meta goes up to there. It goes up a bit. So the new bots should always be better than the old bots. I've said that for a long time now. So the meta improves. Then you bring defenses up to maybe there, just there. And then bots maybe struggle a bit. Then they bring out new bots. And those new bots help with that meta. And so then they overpower it. And then they go like that. And it goes like that, step by step. Attack improves, defense improves. Attack improves, defense improves. And the meta shifts. But what's happened is, that's been the meta for bots. And that's where bots have been. And that's where defense have been. And then they raised the meta defenses by bringing out HQ 17.5. Then they brought out combats, which shifted it literally like that. And that's been like that. Now, they're going to improve defenses, and HQ 18 is going to come out eventually. But the new 4-stars are literally just going backwards. They're going backwards. They're going downwards. I mean, last year, Chromia and maybe Snapdragon are probably the only two bots that have really hit the meta, where you can say they're bots that even the top guys are going, yeah, I want this bot. I'm going to level it. It's going to help my team. I'm looking through the top 10 bots, worst bots in the game. We had bots like Lightspeed in there. We had bots like Double Dealer in there. There should not be bots that have come out in the last year that are the worst in the game. This shouldn't be worse than bots that have been there 3 years ago. I kind of understand Powerglide being one of the worst bots in the game because it's been around for years. Although it needs an improvement, it doesn't need to be the best bot in the game. I kind of understand that. Even Dust Up, I understand. But, you know, and yeah, like Nosecone, because Sharks put Nosecone in the chat. Newer bots should be desirable over older bots. Newer bots should always be better than older bots. And I just can't see that. It happens with 5-star bots. The current 5-star batches are tons better than the first batch. The first batch is decent, but the new batches are so much better, and that's what it should be. Everyone should be wanting the new batch, the new bots. And someone came in the chat and said, yeah, but the problem is that the 4-star is made for the masses. It's not made for the top guys in the game. It's made for those guys at HQ 13, 14, 15, 16. Those guys that don't have a lot of 5-stars. And so my reply was, so why then in leaderboards do we have the 4-star bot for the top 5? Surely if the 4-star is aimed at the top 5, it should be able to get into their squad. And people said, yeah, but the 4-star will never be on par with the 5-stars. It won't. But look at Trax. Look at Goldfire. Look at Sentius. Look at Healers. All these are still viable as 4-stars in top level teams. Now, the problem there is you can say, yeah, but they're overpowered. That's why. Yeah, they are overpowered. But that's where defense needs a counter. Defense then counters these bots, but not entirely. So, one base, you may look at it and go, oh, Trax is going to be really good against this base. Trax will work so well against this base. But, Chromia, no. She's not going to work. It's an anti-stun base. So, I can't use Chromia against this base. I'm going to use Trax instead. I'm all for that. Another base, actually, you know, this has got an anti-protection base. So, I can't use Trax. Or I can use Trax a bit, but you know what? I'm going to use Chromia instead. And that's where the meta goes. That's where it changes. Base design changes it so that certain bots are good against certain bases and not good against others. It makes you level more bots. It means you need more bots. And it makes you level more bots. But again, if you're not going to get 4-star to that standard, then how are lower players going to catch up? And there's something in the newsletter that said they're going to make XP available to lower players. Why not all players? You know, I bet honestly 70% of the player base is HQ 17 and level 70 plus. So we're alienating so many players that still need to catch up. There's still players that are level 70 plus or level is it level 90 plus, whatever it is, level 90, sorry. There's still players that are level 90 plus that, you know, need to catch up still. I just say, yeah, level 80, sorry. You know, there's still players that are level 80 to 90 that need to catch up. Why is it limited to just lower players in that sense? You know, players still need to catch up. But the problem is that people said, yeah, but we don't want, again, it's a counter argument. We don't want to have Zen being able to buy XP, buy Zen, sorry, Wishanix, for higher players. Because, you know, higher players have already got enough. They've got to store it. I said, well, what do you think they're already doing now? What do you think they're doing already? But what, what have we got to do with our Shaniks right now? The Shanik store needs a serious upgrade, and this is just it's annoying because it's an upgrade for 20% of the player base, that maybe less, a small percentage of the player base. You know, there's a small percentage of the player base that will benefit from this. But other than that, the Shanik store needs an upgrade. The G1 cores are awful. These squad cores, no one really uses because there's no real reason to put people out together. The squad core benefit is not enough to add that in front of a prime core, which is probably right. So then you got to have, where by putting a team of Dinobots together gives you a huge advantage, and then you can put squad cores on it, and they're amazing. But that's not happened yet, so squad cores aren't that good, and the only thing you can really buy is XP cores and Lagoons. That's pretty much it. The Shannick Store needs a serious upgrade. There's a lot of little things. I said this, 80% of the game is brilliant. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to get a massive rant about this because 80% of this game is amazing. I think the community is amazing, hence why I do this. I think that the game itself is great, but there's just some bugs like replays that have been around for years. And I get that some bots will come out and bots will come out, and because they're similar to other bots, that's going to maybe influence it, like in terms of what I said about Slash not working because she goes on cover. So they obviously use the undercover part of Slash for Punch. And so because they fixed Punch, that's affected Slash. I understand that. Those are out of their control, and when it happened, they've got to fix it. I get that. But replays have been wrong for years, and they've just put it to one side going, oh, we can't do it. I'm sorry, but it's not good enough. It's really not. There's certain things in this game that have to be fixed, and they have to be fixed quick. Wars needs to be fixed quickly. Catch-up mechanics. We don't need catch-up mechanics just for buy-ins and Energon. We need catch-up mechanics for resources for lower players. Resources. People are getting 20 million resources in events and just blowing it because they need 10 times that at lower levels. And they've got so many bots to research. Upgrade the research lab. I'm sure if you gave everyone a choice between buying Z Energon for level 79 less, or a research lab just for 3-star bots, I know what everyone would choose in a heartbeat. I can't imagine anyone choosing this. Oh, excuse me. So, because I'm ranting so much. So yeah, for me, there needs to be a bit of a change there. I'm not happy with this Shannick Store upgrade. I'm not happy with new 4-star bots. And basically, the apes have said to me that my expectations are unrealistic of new 4-star bots and how good they should be. So for that reason, I've said, right, fair enough. For that reason, I'm not going to sort of play test anymore 4-star bots. I'll play test ability 11. I'll play test 5 stars, but I'm not even going to bother play testing the 4 stars because I don't believe they can be balanced how I think they need to be balanced, and how how good I think they need to be and what level. So, yes. So, yeah, we'll still be covering the bots. Don't get me wrong, nothing's changed there. But I will, like the other content creators, I will literally be coming in last minute, reviewing what's been done. I won't be going through the whole process, just reviewing them at the end and going, yep, I like this, or I don't. So, yeah. It was a long rant. Yeah, I've been ranting all day in that playtest, so that's the conclusion it's come to, sadly. But it is what it is. I believe the game needs to be a certain way, and that's my vision for the game. And if the apes disagree with that, that's fine. It's their game. I mean, they have final say, but it's frustrating for me because I can see the benefits of how I would like the game to go. And they've obviously, for whatever reason, decided that that's not it. So fair enough, it's up to them. But yeah. Anyway, let's go to the game and have a look at these new bots. Rant over. Before we start,
test server disclaimer. This is a test server account given to me by Spaceshape to be able to exclusively show new features. This is in no way connected to Global, and all values are given to me by Spaceshape for testing purposes. To have access to a test account, you must be a playtester or content creator, and to become a playtester or content creator, you must apply when applications are being taken. No, I am not a hacker, and this is not my normal Global account. This has been your test server disclaimer.
And thank you, Grind Time, for that test server disclaimer. So yes, if you watched Grind Time stream at weekend, he actually sort of went through that again just to prove it was him, just to prove it wasn't me. But yeah, thank you, Grind Time. So yes, this is a test account, guys. So don't be messaging me saying like, "Oh, are you a hacker? How do I get so many coins?" Stuck in beta. It's Grind Time. It literally is Grind Time. Yeah, purposes. Playtest purposes. I love how he's trying to do my accent, and I can't even talk like that. So yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at the new bot. So let's have a look at C-Clamp first. So there we are. There's Purple Lobster in the showroom. I'm sure someone will come up with a clever name for him. I'm sure it's probably somewhere already. Disaster Lobster, something like that. It just doesn't look scary, does it? I don't think you can make a lobster look scary. I don't know. I get that it's a bot and they don't design it and they just go with it. I get that. But yeah. I'm still not sure. Even if a 30-foot lobster looking like that came at me, I'm not too sure that that I'd be scared. Man, you, a 30-foot metal lobster. Oh, maybe. But yeah. It's cool in bot mode. Looks pretty cool in bot mode. I like that. Not bad. Let's have a look at Beast Wars. Let's say Autobot. Beast Wars Ironhide now as well. So there's Beast Wars Ironhide. He's got a really angry head. Constantly growling. Is it just me or does it look buzz-eyed? Looks buzz-eyed to me, but hey. There we go. He looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think you'd be a bit scared if that came running at you. Pretty cool. Okay, and let's have a look at the stats. So, straight away, looking at their damage and health. So, 400 DPS and 25,700 health, which is it's quite impressive, to be honest with you. If you're comparing bots, I mean, looking at 425, 700, then, you know, he's not massively far off what Sludge is. I mean, let's have a look at what's a 4-star Rook at. I think he'd have better DPS than Rook would. So yeah, a lot better DPS and around the same health as Rook. To give you an idea, so very durable, good bot in that sense. Good health, good DPS. 2.3 speed, so comparing him again to Sludge, it's a bit faster than Sludge and a bit faster than Rook, so it will go out ahead a bit. Whoops. So yeah, and then ability, what we're all obviously interested in. Put a shield that blocks 80% damage and rush into combat. So basically, that is just the warrior effect that all rushing bots have. So the likes of, you know, Sideswipe and Ironhide and bots like that, you know, they've all got the same sort of thing where they rush in. Damaging bot walls along the way, you then submerge. Well, it doesn't. I don't know why they put submerge because it doesn't. It doesn't submerge. Dealing 870 damage and 13,200 to walls. Buildings around are weakened, receiving 40% damage for 10 seconds. I'm not too sure that a wall buster works or not. No. Oh, yeah, it might do actually. Sorry, yeah. Because I think you do the same with Sludge. It doesn't actually change Sludge's stats. Let's have a quick look. Apologies about the camera. It's been working all day, but I've had a few problems with it recently again. The old bug has come back of the camera disconnecting, but apologies. Let's have a look at Sludge out of interest. If you disconnect the core, so 611 damage. That's fine. So yeah, I think it's the same as Sludge in the fact that it will improve his wall damage, but obviously it doesn't show in the stats. But yeah, as I can see Rescue there, I'm not too sure why it says submerge because it doesn't submerge at all. But Yeah, submerges to go underground or underwater, but I could let them off at underground, but it doesn't go under. So I don't know. Anyway, buildings around are weakened, receiving 40% more damage for 10 seconds. So basically, it does a lot of damage to walls and then does glass gas. That sums it up. Now, when I tested earlier today, I did a test and it looked pretty cool. And then I came on just for the stream to test a few other things out, try some different cores, and the visuals have gone, and I'm not too sure if the damage has changed. I'm a bit baffled by it because, like I said, I didn't do any testing on this belt, so I can't honestly say if it's working right or not. And it's out this weekend, so I hope they get it right. Um, but yeah, so we'll look at this bot submerging first, or not submerging, should say. We can't put a team together on this one, so we'll just do him on his own. So this is normal, Cyber League effects. So no added effects at all, just the bases as it is. It's very weird being a con, but hey. So there we are, there's C-Clamp. And then we'll send him in, and you can see there, he smashes through the walls. So that is pretty impressive. We can see there, he's done glass gas. There's not much damage to any targets other than that. What is 0 damage? Just smashing the walls and glass gas, basically. So we can send him over here. See there, all them walls are gone in the area. You see he's taking a massive pounding because of 8% shield. He's staying alive for quite a while. And then we'll do some damage over here again. Smashing some walls. You can see there, he's hitting like 2/3 of the wall damage. Still alive, but now his shield's run out, so he's gonna die quite quickly. So, first impressions. So I had some people saying, "Oh, this bot is gonna replace Goldfire as a rush bot because because of the health." Well, no, it's not got the same range as Goldfire, so that's one thing. Two, it's got nowhere near the same damage as Goldfire. It's not going to do that. And then three, because the bot's got such high health, it's going to take so long to die that it's going to give you extra time. So I'm not too sure it would be a good sack bot in that sense. But how would I use him? So how I would use him is, so you see a lot of these bases that have U-shapes in their defenses. So just to set one up there quickly, we'll just move these around. You'll see bases that start off, and this is why test server accounts look so awful. So you'll see bases where they start off like this. You'll know them. You'll see them. They start off like that, and they path your bots around. Your bots get damaged and stuck. So bots where they have walls like this, putting him out first, I think is pretty good. I think that's a great, ability to use because it gets you through the wall. It saves some pathing issues, so not bad. The glass gas on a walk team will be pretty good. It won't be too bad. But like I said in my last stream, when we talked about glass gas, Dale said, "Oh, glass gas! Wow, that's gonna be OP," and we were all like, "No, it's not. It's not that OP." I think that this is a bit. I think that Sideswipe will do the same sort of job. I don't see the point in getting a new bot to do the same sort of. I mean, this does it in an area. It's like a mixture of sort of Sideswipe and Cliff Jumper. So it ain't too bad. It's not game changing. But the problem I have with this is that this for me is like Rhinox. And I know there's a lot of people that like Rhinox, but I've said in the past that Rhinox doesn't do anything very good. He's decent at healing, decent at damage, he's decent at slow, he's decent, but he's not amazing at one thing like some of the bots are. It's like a bit of a utility bot. And I think this guy's a bit of the same. He has a shield, so he lasts. He does damage to walls. He does glass gas, which will get you through the base faster. But the damage ain't great. And, I mean, with the buff coming to nose cone eventually, I mean, nose cone will take out walls anyway, I imagine. If it's a honeycomb, you go, oh yeah, great. But then how many people have already got sludge? So why level this guy over sludge over nose cone? I know nose cone is quite poor at the minute, but then he's going to get fixed. He is. That's going to be the #1 priority. And while we're on the subject as well, the Eights have also confirmed that they are going to look at sound barrier and improve sound barrier as well because they realise that it's quite poor. But anyway, so yeah, I don't think this bot is a disaster. I wouldn't pull it and throw my phone at the wall. But then again, I won't be pulling this bot and thinking this bot is going to make my team. Bots like Trax, Sentius. I'm trying to think of some 4-stars that would make my team. Definitely Trax, definitely Sentius. Maybe Sideswipe to a degree. Maybe even Skylinks, the way that the wars are going. Skylinks might make a comeback. Chromia would probably make my team as well. Silverbolt, Rook, definitely. 4-star Goldfire. These sort of bots, they're the level for me that I'm looking for. Even Snapdragon is close to that level. Very useful against backloaded bases. So, there is bots out there that I don't want to sit here going, oh, he's awful because he's a 4-star and I only touch 5 stars. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there is examples of good 4-stars out there. There is. But they've got to be really, really good at something. Very good. I mean, Trax, outside of his ability, he's alright. It's a normal bot. It's the ability that sets him apart. Sentius, outside of his ability, yeah, he's got good DPS, good health, but that's not why people put him on a team. I mean, it helps, but it's mostly because of his ability. And these abilities we find that the new abilities are just mismatches of 2 together. And although Glass Gas should be good, why not give this guy 60%? Why not give him 60%? Why have we got a 60-40? We could give this guy 60, but then does that alienate, Sideswipe? But then you can give him 5-star, 6% as a 5-star maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I did do testing in this, so I'm sort of jumping in last minute with ideas. I've not really thought about it. I've only just really looked at the bot like last night and then a bit today. But the problem I have, like I said, is not amazing at anything. And with the current bots we've already got against wall damage, I mean, you've got likes of even Primal and Drift that are good at wall damage. So, what? You received an award reward? Have I? What was that? That's new. What have I got? I don't know what I've got. I got something. I've never seen that message before in my life on a test server. Bizarre. I'm baffled now what it was. Hey. But yeah, we'll show a bit of a Beast Wars Ironhide as well in action. So I did run this team earlier, didn't do too well, not gonna lie to you, but I don't want to put him on. Let's put Bumblebee on. And then we'll go with 3 healers. I just wanted to run a 3 healer team just to see what happened. But it worked alright until we got to the top bit and then it died. Turbo death. Where's oh, first aid's already on, that's why. Oh, I'm missing, that's why, Ratchet. Oh! Okay, cool. Done. Dale probably stole your cause again. It wasn't Dale, so I want to put that out. It's not Dale. Dale actually helped me a lot. It was another 8, which I'm not gonna say. If you know the playtest situation well, you know who it is. But yeah, I was a bit miffed with him. I was a bit annoyed, to say the least. So this week's been a week of ranting, I'm afraid. It's not been a good week. Okay. I can't remember an outpost. I want to avoid that. So, say we've got a cluster. We can jump him in there in the cluster. Boom. There we go. So I am going to do something. I think that this guy's got Alchemist on. I'm going to make sure. So, watch his health here now. So as the shield goes. I was quite impressed with how much he stays alive with Alchemist. That was pretty impressive. They are. He's at half health, so put him on there, Alchemist. Put him over there. Alchemist can see there because it's such a big area. His health just rejuvenated. Try and get one more out of him. Ah, he's stunned. Not a chance. So yeah, with Alchemist, it's quite impressive because basically you rush him in and he does not die. He does not die. That's one thing I will say about it. It's quite impressive. Tried it with Quintus. And because it doesn't actually destroy anything, it destroys maybe a wall piece or two. Then with Quintus, then not too bad. Not too bad. And I think an important point that I made in playtest as well is that I said that these bots, when coming out, basically what we should be able to do is we should say, right, okay, Beast Wars Ironhide is in the next 5-star batch. So let's just increase his health, increase his DPS, increase the amount of damage it does. So I've got to ask you guys, and be honest guys, don't just agree with me, don't just think what you think. If we brought this guy out in 2 months' time as a 5-star bot with a bit extra damage, maybe 50% glass gas, let's go with, and more health and DPS, would you like him as a 5-star bot? What would your opinion be? Would you want to pull him? Would you chase him? So that's the question. If there's some minor improvements, would you chase this bot as a 5-star? Like the normal 5-star upgrades. Do a hack around now. Shoot him again. Go in this section over here. And finally, Rook goes down. So you'll see my base in action. Watch what happens now. And there's a split. That's the idea. No one likes a split. I've actually redesigned my base to make it even more of a split now. It's going to cause absolute chaos, I think. And there we go. Bit of Sea Spray action. Go on, Sea Spray. Finish it off. See, the problem now is that this guy does 0 damage now instead of ability because there's no walls. So, you know, great when there's walls around, but... Thanks, Sea Spray. Save the day. And that's how you walk it using Sea Spray and Beast Wars Ironhide. So, let's have a look at some of the replies. So, let's have a look. So, Silvo says nope. Jason Rose, absolutely. Eddie Lee, yes. Grind time, nah. Eddie Lee, 1,000,000% yes. Don't need more tanks, need a bit more damage. Nope, wouldn't even touch whatever batch he would be in. That's kind of my thinking. Don't think so. A sack tank type bot. Yeah, but Eddie Lee is not good as a sack type bot because he's got too much health, so it's struggled a bit. If you're looking for a sack type bot, then you might as well use Sideswipe even, or some with lower cost like Pipes or something. More damage. Air Elf's not a big fan of rush bots. No, for me. Probably not. I prefer Sideswipe, but you know, I want 6% a large area for just 2 things he hits. Yeah, so most people are saying no. So for me, normally what we do is when we bring out a 5-star batch, we look at the bots and we improve them. So when Laser Optimus was announced as a 5-star, everyone was like, no, God no, no way, not a chance. And we improved him. When Blades was announced, when Smokescreen was announced, when Impactor was announced, when Bumblebee was announced, when Sea Spray was announced, I can go on. All these bots, when they were announced, people said, no, 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 not good enough, not good enough. And they were made good enough. But that's okay for older bots. I understand that, making older bots better. But these current bots now should be made to simply flick the switch and go, right, these guys are 5-star. And everyone's like, yes, I want this bot. I want this bot. This guy's amazing. And that should be the level that we hold it at. It shouldn't be the level where we're looking at bots that have been around last year and go, right, how do we even need to improve these to make them a 5-star? It shouldn't be the case, you know? They should already be good enough. I'm not saying good enough as already good as a 5-star. I'm saying they should be good enough to work with a team of 5-stars and hold their own. Big Bronze Rim. No one wanted Cheetor either until he got a buff. Exactly. We don't want bots like that anymore, really. You know, I get that if Power Glide was in the next 5-star batch, yeah, he needs a buff. He's been around forever. Or Dust Up. Bots like that, I understand that. Maybe we can't buff older bots. I mean, we should, one by one. But we're not going to do it overnight. I mean, I've suggested to Space Ape. So in the last video, we did a top 10 worst bots. I've passed them on to Space Ape and say this and these bots need improving. These 10 are the ones you should focus on. Let's just do all 10 at once. Get them out of the way. Get them improved over the next month. Done. And then there's a lot of bots in the game then. Then outside of that, it's going to be quite difficult to pick a worst 10. They're not all as bad. But, you know, they're a bit reluctant to do that. They've got all the priorities. I've said they need a bigger team. Basically, I don't blame the current apes that are on the job. I blame the system that the company has put in place. That they're putting too much work on players. But then, again, the terms of new bots, that's a vision for them. Is it a vision for the product owner or is it the company? I don't know. I don't know. Just go again. So we'll go right in the middle of Honeycomb this time. Watch this. Honeycomb gone. But I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll tell you what we'll do. I don't think I've got a 4-star sludge at a decent level. I could do that again. No, I should have thought of that maybe, but I've got a 5-star sludge. Maybe a bit of an unfair comparison. Where's 4-star sludge? Yeah. 53. Yeah, a bit of an unfair comparison. But this is the sort of level they need to be at, really, to be honest. Let's be honest with you. Let's be honest. That's the kind of level they need to be at. I'm not saying as good as 5-stars. Give them less DPS, give them less health, slightly less damage, but let's compare the two. We can easily time out. Just time out on screen. Like, what's timed out? We can easily compare Sludge and Beast Wars Ironhide. Like I said, slightly uneven comparison because one's 60. Yeah, one's 64-11, one's 65-10, but one's a 5-star. So put Sludge right on that there, put him in there. We can compare the damage as well. He rushes in, he stays at distance. So you can see there that he's put all glass gas in this area, but nothing's damaged. All the walls are damaged, but everything's in glass gas and no damage. But look at the area that Sludge has done damage-wise. You know, Sludge does, it probably does the same damage to walls as Sludge does. To be fair, so good, like I said, good damage to walls. But, yeah. And Big Bronze Room's got a good point there. You know, sell me something that I actually want that will absolutely make my squad better, not more bots that will never be meta. I'm not. I don't know. Never say never. You know. Unfair comparison. One is an overpowered wall buster while the other one's Beast Wars Ironhide. Yeah, but they both do the same thing. They both do really good damage against walls. But Sludge does damage to defenses around them walls, whereas he does glass gas. You know, I just don't think he's good as Sludge. And how many people use 4-star Sludge in here? I can't imagine it being that many, really, to answer you. So if Sludge is not one of the worst bots in the game, but he's definitely not one of the best. Yes, against time traps, this guy might be decent, maybe. I mean, it depends how the meta goes. If his time traps come back, but I can't imagine Honeycombs coming back. But, you know, it's yet to be seen. I can imagine if Walls make a comeback, then he could be pretty decent against some time traps. But if time traps don't come back, then I can see that SG Soundware says he uses Sludge and Hot Rod too. Fair enough. But, you know, we do need to improve this meta. We do. But, yeah, it's yet to be said. Let's go to our main account a minute. Big Grandman, but I will be the first to admit that no one understood Skyleaks when it was released and it became meta. Yeah, but that's triple changes. They're a bit harder, aren't they, let's be honest. I think this guy be alright in a walk team for lower level players, especially. I'm just not sure he'll cut it at the top level of the game. That's my worry. If they rework sound barrier, Sludge will be even stronger. Yeah, but all sound barrier does is give a protection, so that's not going to help Sludge. I mean, it helps any bot is on. It's not particularly Sludge, though, is it? You know. The meta needs to be shaken by an earthquake. Well, yeah, the meta is going to change. You know, as we talk about wars, we've said that hard mode's got to be hard. But I'll be honest with you, in testing today, I walked a base with my normal team, beat it with 40 seconds left, didn't lose a bot. At first, I thought the effects weren't on, but they were. And but yeah, I don't know. I still think it needs to be harder. Oh, we've got a defense. So you can see, we've got the Batman base, my new base. By the way, I didn't do this like a face, like I hate in my streams. I literally just made the base and was like, oh yeah, it's like a bat. It wasn't intentional. But I'm sure most of the people's is. He's only got one heal though. Bit of wall humping there. Drop Combiner. Could be a mistake that. And there's the split. And you can see there that even with this team, he's still beating my base. Even with the good layout, it's got a point now where base layout is pretty much inept. I didn't win, by the way. That says it, but I lost medals, so I lost. Because I see slashes in your outpost again. Yeah, I've gone for pure damage, so I've changed it up a bit. I swapped my outpost around. It's good to keep it fresh, isn't it? Keep people guessing. It's also hard to cut pull. So yeah, a new design that I've done, but I think it'd be good for the new meta maybe. To split bots up and increase DPS and stuff. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Interested to see how it work. My own design, I've never seen it before, so I am copywriting it. Yeah, I think that maybe moving that would make it look a bit better, maybe. But nah, do that. But yeah, that's my new base design. Split spots a lot. I've tested it and tested it and tested it, and every single bot was going here, there, and everywhere. So yeah, but I do need to move this actually. While I'm on the subject, I did notice that. There we go. Cool. Yeah, getting beaten by a team of 4 stars, and when you look at my base, I mean to give you an idea. Looking at my cores, see there, most of them are G metals there. I think I've got one Glasgow Arspine, one Target Protocol in gold, and then up top we've got 2 Cybertron Charge, one of those, a guided missile. So mostly G metal cores, and it's still getting beaten by a team of 4 stars. So pretty woeful, really, pretty woeful. Okay, who have we got in war? S7 Stormbringer. So, some decent players in here now that I recognise. A couple of players. TFSG1 fan. Excellent squads. An old TF player. Berserk 1985. Recognise him as well. Anyone else in here that I recognise? Is it recognise him? BX Leg used to do some YouTube, I think. Musa, a lot of the old TF guys. The Pace, not a fan of him. But anyway, but yeah, some decent players in this. So we're going to have to hit a bit of war. So let's hit the war button. Let's take Goldfire out because I'm doing some testing with him. That's all. And then we'll put Bumblebee in there, and we'll put Rook in there. Okay, cool. That's the sort of team I'm looking at the minute. We might have strapped Blades or Jetfire, but yeah, we're probably looking at putting Cheetor in, maybe Smoke Screen or someone with a bit more HP, maybe. Maybe Rhinox in there, maybe. Sig Combiner with us. We'll take a Mig Supreme for the hell of it, just to show him off. But how about allowing teams to change base participants every hour? Every couple of hours. It wouldn't work because how it works is they take a picture of your base and then you attack it. You're actually not actually attacking the base, you're attacking the version of that base, if that makes sense. So if you changed it live, then at what point does it go through? If I attacked right now, would that affect the base right now? You know, would it change halfway through the battle? Would it change after the battle? What if I? It's just too many variables. You've got to have a switch off point where the war starts as such. So.
Deploy now. Reap the whirlwind.
And we'll drop our team down there. Get rid of that beam. Just forward a bit. Get rid of those. The reason I'm taking out all this side of this base is that I want to path it properly so that the bots don't split. Also trying to get rid of this here if I can. Might choose a boost maybe, unless he's got a bit of a in him. Yes. Let's take that out a minute. Cool. You might think, why is it taking the 3-point building now with Jetfire? The reason is simply pathing. I'm going to path them all together. Sorry, Blaster. Stun them two there. See there, 24 ability points left over. We'll get past this shock tower. Don't put your Blaster's minions down while the shock tower's around. No point at all. Let's forward a bit. Put the minions down again. At least we know Chromia's gone now anyway, so... There we go. Fast forward. Base down. Yeah, well, Hamilton, you use 4 ability points, gain 3 back. I mean, your cost is +2 then for Jetfire. But, you know, for the next use, but I didn't plan on using him for the next one. So, I tend to use Jetfire for taking out MDS. So if the MDS is out on its own, then or certain defense is out on its own, then I'll use Jetfire. But yeah, time traps on Mega Supreme have got a bit easier now, definitely. Take out 1/4 of the base, 1/3 of the base, and then walk the rest. Don't let your bots split. So what we got next? So a front-loaded base. So do I do a split walk? I'm tempted.
Deploy, Bumblebee. Attack. Stand your ground.
So it's gonna take a lot of beating up here now, so I need to get it off quickly. Macros at the back. Pop that with Rook. And fast forward. 1 minute 50 left. Sharks is put. Oh my god, it's Wednesday. I haven't done any Zen farming. I've got 350k this week already. One more attack and I'm gonna do a bit of Zen farming. Sure, we're up to. What are we doing now? Okay, playing a simple walk here. So it's going to walk around there, then the bots are going to go up there, I think, and might actually even avoid this outpost completely together. Maybe. Maybe. One outpost up there, one up there, and two in the middle, so yeah.
Deploy. Bumblebee. Ratchet.
I want to try to get rid of this building here and go. It didn't work. There we go.
Stand your ground.
It's not worked. We popped the outpost. Didn't work. So all I'm going to do now is slow it right down. So people say like all the time that, oh, chrome you this, chrome you that. So we're obviously going to hit the... Missed it. The problem is seeing the shock tower. That's a problem. So we might as well give them a health boost, make sure they're alright. That didn't work. But that did. There we go. No, but base design. That'll do for now. We're not on defense, nothing to show. But it should be a half decent war anyway. But we're finding that a lot of teams now are competing. But as Grindtime said to me earlier, that he's got a replay of someone beating his base with 5 bots. Was it 5 bots Grindtime and a combiner? You know, and combiner's got and Grindtime's got ridiculous amount of cores. So you know, Zed farming. I had 200k a weekend, so I've got 350 now. So we're literally down to these bots. We're down to the bare bones now. But still got Mega Supreme, so we're gonna put some bots in. And this is how good a Mega Supreme is on attack in terms of. We need a rush bot actually. Where's Star Saber? Any more rush bots? Any more rush bots? Ironhide as well. There we go. Straight into zone 13. Have you noticed whether it matters where you click for Mega's 5-star ability? No, I always click where I want it, but it just goes wherever he is. It doesn't matter where you click it, I don't think. From my testing anyway, from what I've noticed, but I've not really paid too much attention to it, really. I'll be honest with you. Okay, easy rush base this. All the outposts are in the middle, so we're going to drop Mega Supreme first. So we've got to try and clear all this section here. All this section here. So we're going to put him in there like that. So we'll clear this out first. Do that, get rid of that. Do some damage up there. Okay. Take that out. 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 Out. I suppose we could do that. No, let's do that actually. Need to take that out really. Need a gunner there as well, and then we can put Rustless there I think as well. Oh, brilliant. And then yeah, thanks. Cheers, Hound's Hollow, for knackering up my attack. Oh, Hound's Hollow looks pretty good against sharks. Didn't know that. Let's just put some damage to these, get them through the base faster. There we go. Then we can just do that. Do that. There we go. 2 bots. $55 as well. So to the bots, level 55. Granted, it's a 5-star Mega Supreme, but hence why a Mega Supreme is so important for Zen farming. It's a 5-star. So yeah, I would definitely upgrade to 5-star if you got it. If you can. Definitely. Let's take him in again. Take some other bots. Sit Rodimus in. Sit after breaker in case we want to pop the outposts. So what's that? That's 350k now. We were on 340 before that battle. So 350k then. We could probably make 600k by the end of today. Quite easily. For 400k, sorry. So 400k in a week is pretty good. Okay, so we've got 2 outposts on this side, activated combiner, so yeah, we'll back out of that one. I've got a 5-star Mega, but it's just going to be a bit too awkward. The base wasn't amazing. The base wasn't like, no, I mean, the bait wasn't awful, so it wasn't an easy way around it, so we'll just back out. Better to lose 5 cells and lose some bots. Thinking of taking Hound's core off because of the hollow. Yeah, I hardly use Hound. I use him for a bit of Zen farming. That's about it. I'd like a 5-star Hound, but I wouldn't use his G1. I wouldn't have that on him. I'd have a volatile mixture on him. But I'd love a 5-star Hound. Definitely. Okay, it's decent HQ, so we can maybe use Saber on this actually, because he can rush up there.
Reap the whirlwind. Melodies ready. Stand your ground.
Getting up to there. I think there's only that one left, but we'll take it out, take it out, take it out. Take that out. Hit it. Yes. Face down. William Hatman, how's it going? Is Hound Van better than G1 Hound? Two different bots, really. Two totally different bots. He's maxed out, so no point in using him, really, but apart from to get Zen. So that's 360k. Oops, somewhat. What was that one?
Roll out.
Demo Doogie, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Nice emblem for the name. I like avatar. Crusher prefers normal or hound. Yeah, I agree. Personal choice. Okay, let that post in the middle so we can get up there. That'd be great. I'm thinking about clearing this area here, and then having bots walk up and then walk it. Maybe I need more than one bot though, so we'll see what we do. It's gonna be a hard basis, not gonna lie. Grind time. Do you know when the next 5-star will be coming out? At the same time, you set up your own Discord. Just a bit of a private joke. Yes, need to get rid of resolve buildings. That's good. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna go with tracks, I think. Let's make sure we get rid of that.
Deploy. IRONHIDE.
Oops, that wasn't intentional. Neither was that. It's all good. I'm in luxury of using Titan Smite on the Billbot. I don't use boost. Don't even use the Titan. I hate the Titan Smite. Is that like a massive flex? I don't even know. I don't even use it, honestly. It could do 10k damage for all I care, but hey. Honestly. I'll show you my boost afterwards. I've not even bought any boost bundles. Add some more bots to it. So rushing bot. I forgot about Grimlock. Any more rushing bots? I got jump stream as well, yeah. William Hackwan, you missed it. We've already been in the test server. Been done that. Yeah, Titan Smite is pretty awful, I think. Sharksy. If we're going to use anything, I think it'd be that. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on. So I can put them outpost there. I can put the outpost there. So let's go with Grimlock, and we'll go with Sitskun. Might have done a tank actually. Oh my god, Grimlock, you die so much. Perfect. All around the area there. Boom. We've got Sitskun. Right, let's get rid of these bots for Sitskun then. These defenses I mean, not bots. If only Grimlock had a rejuve on. Ah, so gravy. Base down. Stiffy Lou, was that the name? I didn't look. I don't look at the names nowadays. I probably thought everyone in this chat at some point and never realised. But you can see how much 5-star Omega makes a huge difference for Zen farming. Yeah, he is immense, Reckon Rule. He is immense. But complete events, and you too could have one. Don't forget to plug again, guys. Don't forget the Sunday stream with Dale. We're doing some base rinsing, so come and join us. It's going to be pretty decent. Okay, Omega first, because I'll put in the middle there so we can get rid of most of them. There we go, let's get rid of that. He's got transfer. Put transfer there. Oh no, I didn't want to go that way. Gonna pop the outposts. Where is he? Got 10 outposts. Face down. Hey, Sunday stream with Dale and grind time. Of course, yeah, sorry. I was solely focused on the task in hand. Apologies, grind time. Can we get one more battle in?
Autobots, roll out.
Yeah, one more battle in, I think. Got a bit of time, even just to add some different bots in as well. Another rushing bot, just in case. The jumping bots are good. Bots that can jump from place to place. We could put. There's no more jumping bots, is there? Got Goldie can help out. Oh no, I'm gonna put Spring Rod as well. There we go. Let's go with that. But don't forget, if you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button before you leave. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed anything in the video at all, or the stream even. It just helps me out know which videos you guys like, which ones you don't. Oh, there is someone trolling all the YouTubers by giving everything a dislike. I'm gonna put 3 boxes down now. We're scraping the barrel a bit, so I'll put Ratchet down because they can get through the base themselves. But and then I'm gonna rush up there, I think, out of the way. Take this guy out over here. Yes, want to rush that mortar. And although I know jump screen's gonna rush to a death in that situation normally, we're gonna then take out this middle section with Omega. So you see sometimes using the 5-star ability, sometimes using the 4. It depends on how many defenses around me. If there's a lot of defenses around me, then I'm going to use the 4-star ability. 5-star ability straight away. If not, then I'm going to use the 5-star ability. Oh, sorry, if there's a lot of defenses, use the 5-star ability. If there's not, use the 4-star. There you go. Get rid of these cannons. And then we can use jetfires to take out these that are still standing. Give them a health boost there. Just a matter of time now, really. And base down. And that is how you do it. Clear as mud. So just to clear it up, if you're in a high density area of defenses, use the 5-star Omega part first, then use the 4-star later. If you rush into a part where there's like a few defenses, use the 4-star and then try and rush them into a better area. Is that better grind time? Is that more clear? So there you go, yeah. Try and use the 5-star in more dense areas in terms of defenses. There you go. So, 400k. I think that's 400k we've reached, or close by. It might be 390 actually. What's that? 6 battles we did. So yeah, 400k. 400k Zen in 1 week, and that's me done for the week now, pretty much. I may do some resource farming tomorrow to get my alloy and energy up, but that's me done now. That's that easy. Get yourself a 5-star Omega. So that's it for this week, guys. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you like Beast Wars Ironhide, if you don't like him, what do you think of C-Clamp? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. But yeah, we'll see you on Sunday for some base rinsing with myself, Dale, and Grind Time. So come and join us for that. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Trying to hit 4K subs at the end of this year. Leave a like on the video if you liked anything in the video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for everyone for watching. And peace out, guys.